Hello there folks, I'm sitting here doing some editing, a little special kind of editing. As many of you know, who have been following my channel since many years, I've been doing some travel logs in the past around Sweden when I've been traveling, but mostly to Stockholm. It was a very long time since I did a travel log, and I guess you can guess why. Because of the pandemic, I haven't been traveling all that much. But I've decided that until I can go to another trip, I have put together a little best of my travel logs from Stockholm, where I were in during 2016 to 2018, and collage, a mix of stuff that I filmed there, and record digging, some food, Stockholm stuff, some fun stuff also. Hopefully the best that you can find in Stockholm. And these are filmed with my iPhone that I had before. So if the quality isn't what it used to be, it is because I have the older phone. But I hope it will work anyway. So enjoy my trips to Stockholm, and I hope to be able to go there soon again and take it on a new trip. So enjoy my trip to Stockholm. This is unbelievable. I found the hostel that I'm supposed to be in. The problem is that the reception opens not until 4 o'clock. That is 2 hours away. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Which I wasn't informed by before, not on the web page or when I talked to them. So I'm stuck with my bag for another 2 hours while I'm searching for records.
Welcome to Chateau de Staffrine. My little room here at Hostel Bed and Breakfast. There's strange arrangements here actually, because I have booked a single room for 2 nights, but for some reason I have now a double room, but I have it all to myself. It works like a single room, so I won't have any company here tonight. And then tomorrow I will move to a real single room, and the price is the same as I've been promised, so I don't know, but I don't care. I usually say when I'm in Stockholm is that I'm having a room merely just to keep my things and to sleep in. I'm usually not here during any other time. I'm in Stockholm to be outside, not inside the room, so I don't care, but it's a little strange nonetheless. But now I have a room. I can finally be free of my luggage and move freely in Stockholm.
The night here at Hostel Bed and Breakfast has been pretty okay. It's a great bed, cozy and so. I have a couple of problems though. That window, you can see there's a little small light shining constantly through the night. Now I can survive that, but the problem is that when someone walks through the door into this hallway, there is an automatic extra light that turns on all of a sudden for a couple of moments. And that is irritating when you're trying to sleep, when you're having a little soft light and all of a sudden it's a new brighter light shining through the window, because this window goes through the hallway. That is not good. And see if I can get it there. That air condition all of a sudden started to sound pretty noisy. Not through the night though, hopefully. But it's a little irritating. But it's okay here right now. I've been to much worse places, so I have no problem with it like that. But I'm not too sure that I will. This will be my top priority when it comes to rooms. I have left my double room. I'm going to switch to a single room, but that single room was not cleaned yet, obviously, since it's pretty early in the morning. So I had to store my luggage in the reception, and then when it's clean, they're going to move that one over to my new room. It's never boring when you're in Stockholm, I must say that. This is my new room, single room. See, I've been packing up a little bit here. I have a curtain in front of the window here, so I don't have to worry about the lamp outside, which makes me happy. Felt like I couldn't wait to get out of this place. It was a little bit worse than I thought it was. Apparently there were rats in the kitchen and in the dining room, and I think it's irresponsible. It's totally lack of hygiene. It's totally weird that they don't do anything. I talked about it with the staff and I said, what can we do about it? And they know about it, and it's told now, the person who was in the reception now, and she said, yeah, it's very, very tough, it's hard, that's all she said. And they blame it on the one who owns this house, that it's their responsibility. I don't care, I don't give a damn whose responsibility it is. It's totally irresponsible to have a hostel taking guests and then they're going to have rats running around. Well, I guess I smelled a rat when I called this place up to begin with. And the most funny part of it is actually this sign. Very funny to actually have a sign when they order you to take off your shoes for good hygiene when it's running rats around here. So I can say that's over 30 years since I've been a scout, but Scout's honor, I will never ever use this hostel bed and breakfast again. This is Drottninggatan, Queens Road. It is the shopping street of Stockholm. You might call it maybe the Manhattan of Stockholm, or even though it's not an island, or the Avenyn of Stockholm. Place is filled with stores of all kinds, but mostly expensive stores, and also cafeterias, and I guess offices also. But I'm not here all that much. I'm usually up in the outer places
I think those are more cozier and more fun of those. But every once in a while it can be fun to go here. Here you see a bunch of happy crowd marching out from Johanneshov after a magnificent show. My body hurts because it wasn't the most comfortable chairs inside. But boy, this was an experience of a lifetime. I've been following professional wrestling for, well, next year is 30 years. 30 years I'm following wrestling in one way or the other all the time. And now finally I get to see it live. This is an experience I will live on forever, I think. I bought myself some souvenirs. An AJ Styles t-shirt, AJ Styles gloves. So I think that is the only downside, I think, was the merchandise was too little merchandise. But I got AJ Styles stuff, so I shouldn't be complaining, but otherwise it was a fantastic experience to be here. So look what I found. Not one, not two, but 3 records with MFSB. The Philly Soul House Orchestra, the Philly Soul Home Band, let's call it. Philadelphia Freedom from 75. We have Universal Love, 75 also. And Gamble and Huff Orchestra. One is a little newer, 78. It's strange that before this year started I have hardly seen any record with MFSB, and all of a sudden in a half a year I found 5 of them. An ideal for a living. Strange name on a boutique, but it is a thrift store with a whole lot of records, as you can see here. I don't have that much time before I'm going to go back to the train station, but enough time to dig here outside anyway. It's a Record Mania. And the interesting thing about many of these Stockholm's record shops is that outside of many of them they are putting boxes for the cheapest records. I don't know how they dare to do that. I mean, but it's very interesting. It's tempting to go search through them, at least here, because I found many great jazz records for only $1 here. And hopefully I will do it again. I just love that affair. That store is so great when it comes to service. The clock is now 10 minutes over their closing time, but still they held open 10 minutes over just so I could go find somewhere to pick out money when their own machine troubled. I mean, there are stores who would have said that, I'm sorry, we can't do anything. So I'm very happy. As you can see, pretty hard to run around searching. A little sweaty here. So I'm very satisfied. I bought the Nya Peoples. I bought this autobiography of the debut records. I'm not too familiar with that record, but that label, but it contains so many great bebop and cool recording from the 50s that I gotta have it. And I also bought this double vinyl album with the Big Spiderback. Maybe it's a little bit Dixieland to me, but still I think Big Spiderback is a fascinating trumpet player. And I also found a very interesting, see if I can get it out, this Bud Powell alternative takes. See the names here: Dexter Gordon, Kenny Clarkson, Rollins, Navarro. Recordings here from the 50s, and it only costed me 15 Swedish crowns. That is around $1.50.
I found it! I finally found it! Around $10, but who gives a damn? I want it. I found it.
Look at this. I could have I bought this record for $10 last year. Here it costs $1. I could have saved myself if 1 year and got it for $9 cheaper price. On the other hand, my copy looks like to be in a bit better shape, so maybe I'd one after all.
Well, sitting here at the bench at Södermalmstorg, and I actually love this square of Södermalm, because it's normally they say that it's very hectical and then people are just running around in Stockholm and they're just being stressed. But if you're sitting here at Södermalmstorg and watching everybody, here it feels like that reputation about Stockholm is a myth, because here everybody is strolling calmly, watching the different vegetables market and normal now it's they have a building here, so they put up ugly fences here, but normally it's very beautiful also. Here you can watch the water with the boats going over to Djurgården and so on. It's very, very beautiful. So it's pretty calm. I always liked Södermalmstorg. Oh boy, this I didn't like one bit. You see this? What they've done to Södermalmstorg. You remember I've been here before. I was sitting here and talked about how beautiful it was with all the sales persons here standing and selling vegetables and all kind of stuff. There were some mini restaurants, people strolling along. Now they have put up some gigantic ways to some metro, another metro station, and a tunnel to the boats, and no, to the buses. It looks horrible. What have they done to the beautiful Södermalmstorg? It's another thing also that makes me very irritated when I see this, and it is here. I'm in Gamla stan. If I haven't been to Gamla stan, I haven't been in Stockholm, you know, the old town. This is such an awesome place. Look at this. This is Mårten Trotzig's gränd. It's the thinnest alley in Stockholm, but look, I'm going to sound like I'm 200 years old now. Why the hell can't they clean up this graffiti? You're having a place here that is from almost 14th, 13th century. But still, they don't have enough energy to keep it this old. So when people are painting, spray painting on the walls, they don't obviously want to clean it up. I know it might be a real hard work, but maybe it's worth it if they want to have this part of Stockholm still genuine and still old. So I'm a little bit annoyed here. Stockholm City, if you're watching this, clean up these walls. They are tourist attractions, damn it. tired after a long day. It's time to get something to eat. And at Pizzeria Deniso I have a kebab pizza. So right now I'm going to enjoy, relax, listening to some 70s and just enjoy my fantastic meal. Delicious. We had beef, two different kind of beefs with pepper sauce and béarnaise sauce. I think it's called that in English as well, I'm not sure. And fried potato, magnificent, and all cooked by TV personality, athlete Lennart Hoa Dahlgren himself. And I had also ice cream with whipped cream and raspberry. So it was magnificent and not too expensive either. So it was a magnificent dinner, no doubt about it. And I might come back here again.
Boy, I'm hungry.
Shredded beef with garlic and pepper at this interesting Thai restaurant. This is going to be very interesting. Yum yum. Look at this ice cream. Blueberry cheesecake, lemon cello, some kind of lemon, and honey, and covered with chocolate, and this is going to be very great. Little odd tastes normally that you don't find anywhere home where I live. I felt longing for an ice cream now the entire weekend, so I think it was pretty natural to go here and buy this one with blueberry, passion fruit and pistache. Yum yum yum.
Programmet presenteras av köksfavoriter.se, produkter för kök, bak och dukning.
Well, works for me. Maybe not the most alternatives. I have been in places where they had more alternatives, but we have cereals, toast bread with cheese and salami and apple juice, and that's enough for me. This is pretty simple for me to eat today. This is my dinner. Looks pretty yum yum. This is what I call the pizza. Here at Patricia Pizza, we're having a great meal. Holy smoke! I'm here, and I'm going to go through all these crowds. How am I going to survive? I guess my sweat will be floating afterwards or during this. I have no visions of having time to go through everyone, but as many as possible at least. This is going to be interesting.
This is freaking unbelievable. It took me
Almost 5 minutes, and I was sitting at the metro thinking that I finally landed Tristano here. How happy I would be. And it took me not even 5 minutes until I found this one for only 60 kronor, around $5-6. This is unbelievable. This is new Tristano. It's a little later, but solo recordings. Me gonna like this. Take a look at this. Fleetwood Mac live double album. from 1980. All classics. Empty Swedish kronor, $4-5.
Lycka till. Ja, men tack. Har du fortfarande lyxor? Ja. Ska du låna eller? Ska jag ha nästa lön? Ja. Ja, inga problem. Jag kan mejla in. Ja, jag är nog borta i och för sig några kvällar nästa vecka. Så, men dra iväg ett mejl så fixar det. Nej, både jag och ni. Ja. Jävligt...
Absolutely no idea what this is supposed to be, but it's a parade of people who bikes in, many of them in very old-fashioned clothes from the 30s and 40s. Among the most bizarre things I ever seen in a long time.
I feel lonely and long for my heavenly home. When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, so I know He watches me.
lessons from the Hare Krishna people. Information, simple living, high thinking. You think I should join? And a candy. Let's taste in front of the camera. How good is it? How easy it is to open a candy wrapped up with one hand. It tastes actually good. I don't know what to compare it with, but it was very, very soft. And like candy flavored mashed potatoes.
By the way, about what they're talking in the television in the back, I'm the only one who doesn't give a damn about the divorce of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. I've been hearing nothing else the past couple of days in the media. If I ever get married and then divorce afterwards, I'm gonna demand that will be headlines for at least a week in every newspaper in Sweden.
The weather situation today, it's sunny, but I can also say that, quote a famous musician,
My friend is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
is this Sweden's Las Vegas? You can drop in, just get wet, go out. I've never seen this before in Sweden, I must say. Looks a little bit cheesy, but I'm sure it's pretty romantic for those who want it. When I was going by the sub, I realized how different we Swedes are from tourists from other bigger countries. I was sitting next to a couple a guy from, I think, Sweden and his friend who was from London, and they were talking about how the man from London must have been different from him to go by a sub that leaves every 5 minutes. He used to them going even after. And I was thinking, you must come with me to Sundsvall, up north here in Sweden, where we don't have any sub, and the buses at summertime on Sundays goes once an hour. To me, every 5 minutes is a miracle. Hi there, I'd like a hot dog with ketchup, no mustard, maybe a prawn salad. Hello, did you hear me?